Welcome back. It is Municipal Monday, and I am joined by Springfield City Clerk Chuck Redpath. Morning, Chuck.
Good morning.
Well, it's been fun talking to you here off camera as we bring you on. You are the city clerk. You've been doing this only about 10 months now.
Right.
It's your, you've had long stints in government, which we'll talk about. But what about the city clerk's office? Tell us about it. What does a day look like in a city clerk's office role?
It's very busy. We do a lot of licensing, issuing a lot of licenses. We do FOIA distributions, and we also have to deal with death and birth records on a regular basis. So it's busy. We are constantly doing something, and we're on the phone quite a bit, talking to people about different issues like licensing and FOIAs and all kinds of things. It's a busy office.
It is, and one of the things I would imagine for you is being someone who's worked in government and as an elected official for years. Maybe what is something that you thought going into the office that's maybe kind of change your expectations?
Well, I guess I thought. I didn't really, I guess, understand the magnitude of the things we do. We are the conduit for the citizens and government. We have to set up all the city council meetings and committees, make sure the agendas are right. Once those meetings are done, we do all the recording, and then we distribute that on our website, get it out to the public. Then the magnitude of licensing is really crazy. We're coming up to renewals on licensing in December, and when I first walked in the door in January, there was licenses all over the office. I thought, this is how we do this?
Yeah.
And so we're going to streamline a lot of that this year. We're working with the licensing part of the mayor's office, and we're working on that. But we had problems when we walked in the door. The FOIA system was really kind of messed up, and we took time, and when I first came into office, people were criticizing, hey, we can't get this with the FOIAs, we can't get that. I made some changes, and we made some serious changes. I hired some specialty people to come in and help us out with that, and now we haven't had a complaint on FOIAs in over 5 months.
That's great.
And it is right, because we have to get that information out to people when they want to know what's going on in the city government.
That transparency is really key.
Absolutely, that's a very important part of the job. So and we are the keeper of the city seal.
Yeah.
And so we have, and I'm also in charge of birth and death records, and then people come in for those, and so that's a real busy
It's a connection between the people and government. That's really what you're doing. Now, you've been in Springfield your whole life. You were telling me you served in the military, you served as a police officer. Chuck, what is one thing maybe in your time in just Springfield that you could say, hey, 10, 20 years ago, I'm blown away now by where we're at here in Springfield, some of the changes or movement in the city that you've noticed? Well,
you have to constantly build on city government. You constantly have to make sure that the people are getting the services that they want.
Yeah.
Most complaints when I was an alderman for 31 years, and then now I'm finishing up as the city clerk. But they want their services. They want to have their police and their fire and their public works issues done, and those are big deals. So we've done a lot to enhance that. Our public works department does a very good job. If you see all the construction going around Springfield, Mayor Buscher's done a really good job on making sure that we're getting roads done and that type of thing. Sewers put in. We had to put a water increase because our water system was completely. It was about ready to collapse. We have to do lead line replacements and that kind of thing. And then we have to, we probably have the best police and fire departments in Illinois. Yeah. We made sure of that when we increased the pay for the city police department, and now we're getting the brightest and the best instead of settling for what's left over.
Yeah.
A lot of the departments around the state would love to have what we have.
Big, impactful changes. Really quickly before I let you go, is there anything the city can do about the Wyndham, in your opinion? Well,
Wyndham's is a disaster, to be honest with you, and it's something that should have had attention a long time ago, but it didn't. I know Mayor Buscher is on the phone constantly trying to figure out a way to bring that thing back. There's a couple options. One of them is to tear it down, which would be about $20 million to tear it down. And then you got to figure out, if you just came in and did the remodeling and that kind of thing, it's going to be about $30 to $40 million. So it's not going to be a cheap process no matter what we do. Obviously the vandalism that took place there, I hope the FBI gets some answers out of that. But long story short is that set them back a long ways.
Huge.
And it affected our tourism industry, which is the #1 industry for Springfield. So Mayor is working her tail off to try to get something resolved there.
We appreciate that, Chuck. We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Well, I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to watch more videos from Fox Illinois.